Romania, the land of the famous and infamous Dracula and the world's gypsy incubator. Now, a lot of people around the world associate Romania or think about Romania as a country that might or might not be in Europe, but for sure it's dangerous because half of the people over there are gypsies and the other half are vampires. Now, there are 195 countries around the world, and we Romanians should call ourselves lucky for having such two cool mental associations. There are countries that we know nothing about, but having not one but two mental associations such as vampires and gypsies already places in the very interesting area of countries around the world. Now, let's start with the beginning. Dracula. Who is this guy? Dracula is actually a book, a best-selling book written by author Bram Stoker, who had a trip around Transylvania and Hungary, and he discovered a lot of interesting facts around that time. Now, he came up with this idea of Dracula, and those of you who believe or want to believe in vampires, please cover your ears because what you're about to hear will shatter those dreams. Count Dracula, the main character of the book, is based on a Romanian ruler that ruled in the 15th century in the southern part of Romania. Now, at that time, there were a lot of conflicts with the Turks. And being a very sarcastic type of person, like most of Romanians, he actually liked torturing them and killing them with their own tools of torture. And that was impalement. Now, let's have a little bit of a learning session. What is impalement? Now, in order to achieve a successful impalement, you need a prisoner and a sharp pole. What you do is take the pole, insert it in the anus of the person, and lift up the person so that the person can slide under his own weight until the pole comes through the other side, which can be the stomach or the back of the neck, but the most successful impalement was when the pole was coming through the mouth. Because like that, death comes within 48 hours. A slow and painful death. Yeah. Now, what about Dracula's castle? Well, I'm sorry to shatter another dream. There is no such thing as the Dracula's castle. This castle exists. It's called the Bran Castle. But Vlad the Impaler had a very, very small thing going on there. He was imprisoned for maximum one night when the Turks caught him. That happened. However, the castle is beautiful. It's located in Transylvania, obviously. And during autumn times, when it's foggy, it creates this dark and misty atmosphere. It's something that you really want to see. All right. Now, there was about a couple of years ago, you could actually book a room around Halloween or for Halloween in the castle and sleep in a coffin. Yes, this was a stunt done by Airbnb. And, well, we don't celebrate Halloween in Romania, but we did like the free publicity, so we took it. Okay, let's move on to the next subject, which is gypsies. Now, gypsies, according to a lot of people around the world, including some of the people in our club, make up to half of the population of our country. That couldn't be any more wrong. Gypsies make up actually 3% of the population of Romania. That's about 600,000 people. Yeah. Now, this is, well, according to a lot of people around the world, not just progressive Americans, this is what the country is associated with. This is not even the correct border of Romania, by the way. But gypsies is considered as a pejorative word, so they have a formal name, which is Roma people, or Romani. Now, just like a quirky mathematical equation gone wrong, let's look at the big picture. Romanians are called Romanians, right? Gypsies are called Roma. Now, according to the tomato-tomato principle, you would put an equal sign between these two, right? Wrong. Gypsies are people, a migratory people that started traveling from India about 1,000 years ago. They spread in the then coming centuries all around the world, and they found the land of Romania to be a very interesting one. The promised land of Romania, that is. So they wanted to live the Romanian dream. Yes, but according to many people, they are still considered as dangerous, which some are, but when provoked, right? Which is, like, a lot of people are afraid of gypsies, they consider them dangerous. This is truth, but this is the truth, but this doesn't make Romanian gypsies more dangerous than any other in any other country. Alright, what's interesting is that they stay in very closed communities, and they have their own language, which is very different than Romanian, so it's very hard to integrate them into the society. They have an emperor and a king, which are self-proclaimed, which is just like me calling myself a queen, which I sometimes do. Some of them do arts and traditional Roma crafts, which are pot making or music and so on. Now, although we are not known around the world for the most noble or flattering, or real, for that matter, things, we should call ourselves lucky to have such great mental associations, because gypsies and vampires place us at the top of the ranking of cool or interesting things of countries around the world, and it's my job and other Romanians just like me around the world to preach the truth. It's a bloody interesting country. Go visit it.